Everybody, it's your boy SimmBruh, and it is Monday afternoon. It's like 12:30 or something like that, almost close to whatever. And I am heading into the gym. Much different from normal because I'm usually heading into the gym in the evening time, usually 7ish. Today I'm heading into the gym. Normally at this time I'm at work. I'm not at work today because on Friday I was laid off from my job. So I've been updating my resume this morning and doing all those find a job type things. But let's talk about why I lost my job. I was laid off due to a reduction in workforce, and I understand that. But I'm a little upset because of how it was done and what happened. This company that I work for, they very much prided themselves on being very employee friendly, very about the employees, very much about having fun and getting stuff done, and that was the culture of the office. We were having the Friday before last. We were having our new hire lunch. We have one of those like once a month, just to kind of celebrate anybody that was brought onto the company, whatever. And the company provides lunch. It was a good time. Right after that, the lunch and stuff, because after lunch, me and all my coworkers, we went back to our desks. It was like 1:30. About 1:40, 1:45, we get an email from the CEO, and he says he wants to have a department meeting. And so, right then, that's kind of like that kind of puts a damper on your day. So we get into this meeting, and he basically tells us that he doesn't like the job that our department is doing. And by the way, I work in IT, in case anybody was wondering. So he said he didn't like the way what was going on in our department, which, you're saying nobody's out praising our department all the time, which was kind of weird to me because we never had any complaints. Everybody loved our department. They loved everybody in my department, from what I could tell. So we're basically told that, he didn't like what was going on in our department, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. And so, with that being said, he's like, I don't want you guys working in fear. You guys don't seem like you're having a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to reorg the department. And everybody's going to report to him. That doesn't do much for anybody who wants to have fun or not work in fear. Long story short, there were 12 of us in our department. And we basically had to reapply for our jobs. He changed all the job titles. We all had to reapply for our jobs and go through a whole interview loop, which was... So we all had to do that. Problem was, right away, it was an internal hiring process only. So we had to even go out onto our internal web, look at the job descriptions, and apply for our job. Again, there was 12 of us. Problem was there was only 8 positions. And within those 8 positions, 1 person per position. Math doesn't add up. So now we're all like, okay, he's going to reduce our department by 1/3. Looking at the positions, though, I felt kind of safe, whereas one of the job descriptions was exactly what I did. And, in my department, I was the only one actually doing that job. So, myself, there was a couple of us. There was probably probably 5 out of 8 of us where it was like, okay, these jobs descriptions were pretty much written for us. But again, you never want to feel too comfortable, and I didn't. When you're put through something like that, though, it really changes your feelings about that company and the people around you and whatever. Prior to last Friday, I really did actually love that company. I liked the company. I'd been there for 18 months. I started getting a little anxiety over the last, 2 months, 3 months about other things, especially, getting up and going to work, and I get like real bad anxiety, but I got up and I went and I performed. I never had any complaints, whatever. But, we had to reapply and everything like that. We had a couple guys who were like help desk, and it almost seemed like they were just trying to get rid of the help desk, and that's pretty much what happened. So two of the guys decided not to reapply, and they left the company. The rest of us had to reapply. We had to go through our interviews and see what happened. So all last week, that's kind of what we had to do. Basically, we were told the Friday before last, we had until the end of business on Tuesday to apply for a job, and then interviews were going to be Wednesday and Thursday, and then the decision was going to be made on Friday. So Tuesday I decided, and I'm going to go, because I was kind of going back and forth on whether I wanted to reapply or not, because I was so disheartened by what was going on, and it was just tough for me to actually, it was tough to apply. But after talking to a few, coworkers and talking to my wife, and the decision was made that I was going to apply, and I was going to take the job if it was offered, and I was going to immediately start looking for a new job. Because again, when you're put through that much stress in such a short period of time, it's tough for you to want to stay and enjoy the job, and so I was going to be looking. So Tuesday I applied. Wednesday and Thursday, I interviewed. I had 2 interviews on Wednesday that went absolutely fantastic. 2 of the guys that I interviewed with, I had been working with. Over the last 18 months, I had been working with these guys and doing a lot of stuff for these guys, and they were really happy with my work. One of the guys that I interviewed with pretty much was the reason why I reapplied. Because I like I said, I wasn't going to reapply, but I talked to him on Monday, and he was just like, dude, just do it. We love you here. Just saying all the right things, and he really, really wanted me around because, again, like I said, I helped him out a lot, and he's helped me out a lot, and so I had a pretty good, relationship with this guy. But anyway, I interviewed with the 2 guys. The other guy, again, I did a lot of work for during my time there, and he seemed to be pretty happy with everything that I was doing. We actually, during my interview, honestly, it wasn't even really much of an interview. It was more of a, hey, these are some things that I need done when, after today. Can you get these done for me next week? And we sat and made a plan and blah, blah, blah. So it was almost like, you know what? He knew I was going to stay. I knew I was going to stay. The guy before me that interviewed me knew I was going to be there. Thursday comes, and then I have my last interview, and it's with the CEO of the company. It was a strange interview. It was very unpersonable. We basically sat across from each other. He looked down at his keyboard, asked probably about 20 questions, and I answered them, and that was it. I didn't really feel too much emotion coming from him, I didn't really expect much, but I had hardly ever talked to I didn't talk, in the 18 months I've been there, I only talked to him a few times. But So I had my interview, and I was the last person to interview on Thursday. It was like, I normally get off work at like 4:30, but my interview was at 5 o'clock, so I stayed late and I interviewed. It was 5 to 5:30. So I was the very last person to interview. I went to work Friday morning, had an 8:30 meeting with him, and he said they had a tough decision and they had to let me go, which it partially caught me off guard. Because like I said, I'm the only one that was doing my job, and there's a lot of stuff that I mean, even if I wasn't going to stay, I would have loved to stay to clean up and just make better and just have time to, I don't know. I don't like to leave things undone. But Friday was my last day at that particular company. So there you have it. I got laid off last Friday. Story time, I guess. How do I feel about it now? How do I say goodbye to my old job? The good times that made us cash are in the past. Say goodbye to my old job. If anybody from there is watching, I miss you guys already. I like the people that I work with. It was really good people there. But, oh well, everything must come to an end, I guess. I'm sad I don't have a job anymore. Alright, let's get past that. So, what am I going to do in the future? I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay in the technology field or not. I might want to switch over. I think, I'm going to take this time to explore some other options. I'm going to still be looking for a job in that same field. But while I'm doing that, I think I might pursue some other interests. I don't know. I'm at the gym at 12:30. Guess I get to work out early now. Sweet. But I need to find a job. I need a job. SimmBruh out looking for a job.